tonight's Babylon 5 experiment for day 7, and that would have been January 2nd, 2013. If you're going to watch one day of Babylon 5, this would be it. I gotta be honest, first and second season, better than Sequest. Yes, and Joe is laying the groundwork in those seasons, even through a lot of the third season, for what was going to come. But it is nowhere near the payoff that you have in season 4, especially towards the end of season 4. There are so many stories going on, and he handles them all so expertly. It is great television. There's so many speeches that are given that are of Shatnerian proportion. There is one that Ivanova gives where she talks about being the last thing her opposing forces are ever going to see. And Claudia Christian commits to that moment so much, it just sent chills down my spine. And there's a speech earlier that fans of the show love, and it was the kind of speech that made me very dubious about fans of the show. As is one where Dolan is facing some bad guys, and she says, I got a real powerful ship. Only one person has ever defeated us, and he's behind us, so if you want to live, be someplace else. The wording falls flat, and apologies to the actress, the delivery falls flat. I had thought that was standard for the angry women going into space battle in the Straczynski-verse genre of speeches, of which, surprisingly, there are many. However, this just was dynamite. I couldn't believe it. And again, it's the sort of thing that can only happen after having written so many episodes of this show. Okay, so a great episode. No Surrender, No Retreat. The Exercise of Vital Powers, which I think may have been the one that I said should have just been Garibaldi P.I. He gives a film noir narration through almost the whole thing. Between the darkness and the light. Maybe if you have to watch one Babylon 5 episode, that might be it. And then we come to Endgame. And Endgame is where they take care of Earth. However, there is a type of fan who laughs real loud to let everyone know what a great sense of humor they have. They laugh at things that personally I don't find particularly funny. I find to be twee, I find to be self-conscious. This is the sort of fan who also savors an in-joke. Maybe to say, hey everyone, look how culturally literate I am. There was a moment in Endgame that actually took me out of it. I had just tweeted, this is capital G, capital T, great television. I mean, monumental, historic television. And then, when President Clark kills himself, he leaves this written note, initials sort of all over it, and things circle. The last time I saw a crazy military despot kill himself, leave a piece of paper with initials, important message initials, with letters circled all over it, was in Dr. Strangelove. And this was such a blatant rip-off of Dr. Strangelove. It just made me mad, and it just took me out of it. I am a director. One of the things as a director that I am often tempted to do, and that I often do, is I put in jokes. If I have ever taken someone out of the moment with an in-joke or a movie reference or something like that, I officially apologize, because I now know what it feels like to be on the receiving end of that. It's not good for the show, it's not good dramatically, it's not good for this incredible arc, and it's not good for the one day of Babylon 5 that you're ever gonna watch, which should be the episodes I watched yesterday. Having said that, Joe also pulls off the first honest belly laugh I've had in the entire show. Which again, it's a Jakar moment, and they have tried to swear in President Sheridan. It hasn't worked. They've been threatened this way and that. After everything is said and done, after a spaceship has been blown up and everything else, Jakar simply looks at Delenn and Sheridan and says, you want to be president? He goes, yeah. Put your hand on the book. Okay. Say I do. I do. Fine. Let's eat. It was terrific. It was terrific. It is Joe's sense of humor, but at that point, his sense of humor and the characters and the performance of the actor all melded so beautifully that it was completely organic. After the Shadow War, I thought it would all be over. Actually, after the Shadow War, it's getting even better. Season 5, you can tell they're kind of making stuff up with the telepath war. The funniest thing about the telepath war is, for a while, everyone's been looking at each other saying, I just know a telepath war is coming. That is so self-referential that it belongs more on Arrested Development than on Babylon 5. I want to see how Season 5 goes. Today is all Season 5. And then tomorrow we have end of Season 5, we've got movies, and I think we have the beginning of Crusade. So it's going to be a big day. Chronologically, I have left off the last episode of the 4th season and the last episode of the 5th season to put at the very end. This has been a controversial move with some Babylon 5 fans. The reason I've done that is that both those episodes deal with the end of Babylon 5 in the far future, and I wanted to create a catharsis. So we're going to see how that goes, and I'll let you know when that happens. Take care. Bye. Oh, and speaking of in references, one that works because maybe it is connected to the village. Be seeing you.